Hello, everyone. We'll get started here in about 2 minutes. We'll let everybody get joining and we'll get started with our the AI revolution. Harness the power and avoid the pitfalls in your business. We'll give it another minute for, I see a couple more people coming in. So while they get connected, we'll get started here in a few. Just a couple housekeeping items. You should see a little chat or questions. If you have any questions going as we go through the presentation, you're welcome to drop those into that questions section, and Lauren will keep an eye on those, and will, if it makes sense to talk about them then, or otherwise we will we will address those as time goes. All right, looks like people are settling in here. We'll get started. So welcome to our presentation about the AI revolution and how to harness its power while avoiding pitfalls. In this presentation, we're going to cover several key topics, including understanding AI and its applications, mitigating those risks with AI, and improving productivity and efficiency with AI. We'll also discuss some common misconceptions about AI and how to overcome them. So let's get started. And there we go. I'm Lisa Niekamp Irwin. I'm President and CEO of Tomorrow's Technology Today. I originally came from the corporate world, where I started Tomorrow's Technology Today back 22 years ago now. It's kind of ironic how my life has circled back around into the business strategy part of it. So what is AI? AI is artificial intelligence. Refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and learn like humans. The intelligence systems can perform tasks that are typically require human intelligence, such as understanding a natural language, recognizing patterns, solving problems, and making decisions. So, do you believe AI has the potential to be your most valuable employee? Rob Thompson has an interesting thought to this. Rob is from IBM. IBM's work in the artificial intelligence dates back to 1950. AI is not going to replace a manager, but the managers who use AI are going to replace the managers who don't. Definitely going to be a competitive edge. I don't know if you recognize this photo. This incident was called the first real mass level AI misinformation case by a former BuzzFeed news reporter. A 31-year-old construction worker from Chicago area experimented with an AI art tool called Midjourney. One day he decided to create an image of Pope Francis wearing a stylish white puffer jacket. He thought it would be funny to see the Pope in a modern, trendy outfit. The image quickly went viral, with many people believing it was a real photograph of the Pope. The story highlights the power of AI to create realistic images that can easily fool the human eye. It also underscores the potential of AI-generated content to spread misinformation, intentionally or even unintentionally. It's a reminder of the need for critical thinking and verification in the age of advanced technology. You know, the key point from this is here is a 31-year-old construction worker in his spare time creating and modifying a photo with AI. And this isn't Photoshop. Like this isn't special skills to do this. This is using AI to do it, and AI has the skills to make that change. We're finding that small business owners have a lot of hesitation with the AI. So let's see what we can do to address these today. Let's start with some key components of AI. So first, there's machine learning. It's a subset of AI that involves training algorithms to learn from and make predictions based on data. The natural language processing enables machines to understand and respond to the human language. And then you have your computer vision, which allows the machines to interpret and make decisions based on actual visual data. And then you have your robotics, which involve creating intelligent robots that can perform tasks autonomously. So in 2024, there was a work trend index report from Microsoft and LinkedIn. It's kind of partial because I believe it's really formed from, LinkedIn members. So, there's kind of like that certain workforce out there that's in the LinkedIn world. But I I found that a majority of these are so true, especially for me. AI skills, I feel like I really need them to remain competitive in the job market. Um, I think it allows me to be more creative. It helps spark those ideas. It really does help me save time. For example, putting together this presentation. This presentation was all from scratch. So I used a lot of AI to help build some of the parts of it, along with some research, those kind of things. AI allows you to enjoy your work more, which really was fun. It was fun talking to the to Copilot and helping me with this. And maybe just because it's new at this point, but also it just it can help spark those ideas. It helps drive focus to the most important work. You can use it to help you. You're out in a meeting, you come back, ask it to summarize all the emails. What's the priority in my inbox? And I thought this was really interesting that 3 out of 4 are using AI at work. IBM Watson is considered one of the pioneer AI platforms. IBM's work in artificial intelligence, as I said before, dated back to 1950, with a significant milestone like the development of the supercomputer called Deep Blue. This is the computer that defeated the chess grandmaster in 1997. IBM Watson also gained widespread recognition in 2011 when it won Jeopardy! It was the challenge against the top human contestants. This achievement showcased Watson's advanced natural language processing, and its machine learning capabilities. Since then, Watson has evolved and expanded into a variety of applications, including the healthcare, finance, and customer service. A lot of us see this in the NFL game statistics. It's powered by Amazon Web Services through a platform called NextGen Stats. This platform uses advanced machine learning and AI technologies to capture and analyze real-time data from every player on the field. AWS's machine learning models, such as Amazon's SageMaker, processes this data to generate detailed statistics and insights, enhance the viewing experience for fans, along with providing some valuable information for teams and coaches. And one of my most favorite here is I just took a road trip with my husband, and his company uses the bi-directional camera. I didn't have to say a thing because of his driving. The camera did all the work for me. It was such a pleasant trip. And honestly, it isn't going to be long whenever it isn't going to be long until that is going to be offered as the option in your car. So, now you can empower that camera to help with your teens and with your husband too. Applications of AI, you know, your virtual assistants. You've got your Siri, your Alexa, your Google Assistant. Recommendation from systems like Netflix and Amazon, they use that AI to suggest content and products based on what you have been viewing and searching before this. Healthcare, they're using it to help diagnose diseases and personalize treatment plans. And a big place it's being a big player in is finance, is the fraud detection. Think about the alerts that you get, the text messages. Those aren't from humans, combing through the data of all the credit card transactions that are going on. That is that's from the AI building and putting, connecting the dots together. So the possibilities really are endless. So AI doesn't have to be scary. There's we're there You're really likely already using it to make your life easier. Let's talk a little bit about chatbots. This is a significant enhancement that can help in your customer service in various ways. So some of the benefits could be, with 24/7 availability. It's the always on. It never takes a vacation, never calls in sick. It can provide that support around the clock, ensuring customers get the help that they want and they need. Provides that instant response. Quick answers, handles multiple queries simultaneously, provides instant responses to common questions. Cost efficiency, helping in reducing that cost. Automated routine tasks can reduce the needs for large customer service teams and save on operational cost. Consistency, the uniform responses. Chatbots can provide consistent answers, ensuring that all customers receive the same level of service. I don't know about you, but sometimes when we call into tech support for some of our vendors, it just depends on who you get on the other line. With the chatbot, and you feeding it and building it and making it um, smarter and smarter, it can provide those repeated answers for you. Handling those frequently asked questions. Um, they address the frequently freeing up a human agent for more complex issues. Um, Data collection can be involved with gathering that data on customer interaction and helping the businesses understand the customer needs and to improve that service. Personalization, advanced chatbots can be use customer data to provide personalized responses and recommendations. Kind of like the same thing that you see with, when you go to Amazon, those suggested recommended products. Scalability. As you need to scale up, the chatbot's there to help you, and it can scale as you need. You don't have to. You won't have as much reliance on that workforce for that. Multi-language support. This is big, and especially what we're seeing in the area with internationals coming here, coming to live, workforce, um, just opportunity for multiple languages right here. And the seamless integrations, many of your CRMs like Salesforce and MyKeep, those things, they have the capability for integration with AI. So some of the benefits of AI brings into the efficiency, automated repetitive tasks, saving time and resources, accuracy, reduction of the human error in the data analysis and the decision making, and innovation. It's going to drive new solutions and advancement in a variety of fields. Some of the ways that businesses are currently using AI, helping with their business operations, cybersecurity, fraud management, the digital assistant, customer relationship management systems, inventory management, things of that nature. It's it's really part of our everyday life. You know, it's that hey Siri, hey Alexa. So we have a second here. I'm Siri. I think you we have a second here. I'm going to do a quick demo. I want to show you how one of the things that I found with my Excel. I don't know about you, but memorizing and using all these formulas all the time, it can get complicated. Can't remember everything. So what I have is a lot of times I'll have to calculate up the difference in days between two columns. Got a spreadsheet full of dates. Need to figure out how many days are different, the difference in days between them. So first thing that has to happen, you bring into Copilot, it tells you need to select a data for the Excel table. So simple, just insert table, highlights the table. Now it's ready to read it and use it. From here, I type in, can you help me calculate the difference between column A and column B in days? Days, please. We'll see how fast this can go, understanding your data, because it takes a toll on the system, especially with running GoToWebinar at the same time. So it's generating the formula columns suggested, and here's what it did. It came up with the formula, and actually all I have to do is click on Insert Column, and at that, it's now created the column and gave me the difference of days. And I don't know about you, but I never can remember this, how to put this whole formula together. So that's one of the cool features that you can use just inside of your different applications, especially Excel. Challenges and considerations. You got the ethics, ensuring AI is used responsibly and without bias. You got the security, protecting the AI systems from malicious attacks. And you have a little bit of the job displacement, addressing the impact of AI on the employment. Challenges and considerations with using AI for product recommendations, accounting assistance, and supply chain operations, AI for recruiting and talent sourcing, the audience segmentation for more targeted messages, using all those pieces in your day-to-day operations. Staying ahead of that curve, equip your team with the knowledge to prevent the AI exploits. The risks that posed by the cyber criminals, that's phishing and spear phishing attacks, the deep fakes and the malware delivery. With AI, those become incredibly very hard to detect. And that's why you really need to make sure you're educating those employees so that they're not compromising the personally identifiable information in your business, that you don't have any sensitive data exposure, and that there isn't employee errors. So American cybersecurity company KnowBe4 says a person it recently hired as a principal software engineer turned out to be a North Korean state actor who attempted to install information stealing malware on its devices. The firm detected and stopped the malicious action in time, so no data breach occurred. However, the case highlights the continual threat posed by North Korean threat actors posing as IT staff. And this is something that the FBI has been warning about repeatedly since 2013. So it's the DPRK, and they maintain a highly organized army of IT workers who obscure their true identities to get hired by hundreds of American firms. The revenue that's generated from these workers are used to fund the country's weapons programs and cyber operations, as well as collect intelligence. So the AI assisted masking, what happened is before hiring the threat actor, KnowBe4 performed a background check. They verified the provided references, conducted 4 video interviews to ensure that it was a real person and that his face matched the one on the credentials. However, it was later determined that the person had submitted a U.S. person's stolen identity to dodge the preliminary checks, and also used AI tools to create a profile picture and match that face during the video conference call. So KnowBe4, which specializes in cyber security awareness training and phishing simulations, suspected something was off on July 15th when its endpoint detection and response product reported an attempt to load malware on the Mac workstation that had just been sent to the new hire. So, here we are in the age of AI, and depending on where you are in the business sector, these kind of things can be easily spoofed up and be part of the everyday occurrences. So what are our next steps? We got to stay ahead of that curve. Employees need to be trained on AI and its application, what to use and how to use it. AI is all about information you get to get the information you want. It all depends on how you put it in is what I always say garbage in, garbage out. So if they're not asking the right questions, they're not doing it, that can get you unreliable data. I don't have all the answers to all those questions, and I've been working on this for over a year now. But I'll tell you, within the past 3 months, this has really just exploded. So please think about the ethical considerations and the importance of that human oversight. And as with any technology, you need to have an acceptable use policy, no matter what your organization size is. So if you're part of our security awareness program, we have added 2 new features to our portal, along with an integration to Teams. So now we have AI and Microsoft 365 training all within that portal, all within that security awareness training portal. So AI has fundamentals, AI of cybersecurity. There's nanos. These nanos are like 2 to 3 minute short videos to help educate you on just tidbits, tips and trends, those kind of things. There's also a guidebook, and we can provide you with an acceptable use policy template that you can use. The Microsoft 365, those tidbits are actually part of the news feed. So it makes it really easy inside of Teams to be able to view these quick videos and stay up to date. So we marry this all together with Teams, and it's a real win-win. So the exciting part of this, now that you made it to the end and you hung on through the whole thing, I have a great offer for you. I'm going to offer a 1-year subscription to Microsoft 365 Pilot. There's some fine print to it. TTEC and my distributor are going to have to be authorized to give you that Microsoft 365 licenses. So there's going to be some relationship, that authorization that has to happen in your tenant if you're not a client of ours. You must book an appointment with me. I want to talk through this whole co-pilot. It's just not, I just don't want to blindly give this away. There's some considerations that we have to think about with using it. And no one from my office is authorized in handing out these licenses. It's only going to come from me because I really want to do a lot of hand holding with this Copilot. This offer is only good for this presentation. This is a $360 value. I got 20 people on here. So, it's a chunk of change for Tomorrow's Technology Today, but I really believe in this product, and I really think that this service can bring a lot to all of our businesses and help us. If there's multiple peoples from multiple companies on here, I am only going to give one per company per year. You could switch it off, like one person could use it for a couple weeks, and then you can change that license to the other person if that's what you want to do. But I think you'll really enjoy, really get use out of this subscription. Like we've believed in so much that all of my team members have a Copilot license. And we talk about it weekly. We talk about the things that it can bring to the table. I constantly say, did you talk with Copilot about it? So next month, I'm going to dig deeper into AI. Next month's webinar is going to be, I think it's August 27th. It's the last Tuesday of August. So there, I'm going to dig more into AI, and we'll kind of go from there. Let's see if we got any questions here. If you got some questions, you can fire those off into the chat. Lauren, are you seeing anything?
I don't have any questions in my chat message yet.
Okay. Also, if you notice on here, there is a handout. That handout is a flyer we put together on Copilot, talking about prompts. And one of the things that you'll find with Copilot, just like I talked with it, like it's really like having a conversation. So that flyer, make sure you download that flyer. I can have that available too to send to you also. And if you want to engage with me, you can use the bit.ly/talk to Lisa, email me at lirwin@ttechT, or you can just scan that QR code. That'll take you right to a booking link, and you can decide if you want to talk to me on the phone or if you want to do a Teams meeting, and we can get started from there. And with that, I think it's a wrap. Thanks, everyone, and have a great week.